Hello, how are you guys? Close my door. Gotta show off my shirt a little tiny bit. Happy Christmas, everybody. It's happy December, hey? So I was making cards with the kids again today. I was in Red Deer today, and I thought I would wear my llama shirt, and the llama has a little scarf even. So anyways, how are you guys? I am not ready, as usual, and I'm bouncing you around like crazy. I think I am in the right spot. If you're hanging out, hi Lena, if you're hanging out here, give a little click on the thumbs up or whatever. Hi Roz, oi, and that way then your friends will come and join you, as well as I'll know that you're actually here. So thank you, thank you. So we have, it is December, I don't know, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Yes. So nothing, no, oh, I'm supposed to be doing the 12 weeks of Christmas right now on Tuesdays. Okay, so we'll do Christmas. But I was going to do, there is a last chance list that got shown. I don't know why, but this is not quite right. Sorry about that. So I spent the day in Red Deer making cards with the kids in a classroom, and I delivered some of them already, and the people were so excited. So I'm excited to be part of that. I make cards with the students, and we deliver them to seniors living in apartment complexes. And so the first group of people that I was talking to, I saw some older people in Red Deer outside the Bauer Mall, and I was like, how many people in your complex? I'm assuming you guys are independent living, like in apartment buildings. And they're like, yeah, probably about 100. And I'm like, I didn't have 100 cards, so I was like, okay, so this will work out just fine. I said, would you share a couple? And anyways, I had fun delivering a few cards today after I did that. But okay, so yeah, so I just popped over to my mom's. I was visiting with her. I'm very lucky that I live very close to my mom, so I went to visit her, and my sister was visiting her as well. So I just running in the door right now, bottom line. Anyways, this evening, last night at midnight, they released a list. A new thing called the last chance list, and I think a whole bunch of the stuff is just listed there. It's from the old catalog. Lots of it's not on sale. Just know that, of course, it'll be leaving when it leaves. It's gone. And some things were on sale. There was about 7 pages, I think, and that might have diminished quite rapidly. The last time I looked, there was about 7 pages. There was a couple things that were nicely marked down, and I would recommend getting. So one of them, 100%, is the Garden Meadow. It was a quite a sleeper, I would say, on the online exclusive. So online exclusives move over to there until they disappear. And this one, excuse me, although I think you should get the bundle, and I'll show you why, because I'm going to work with it right now. And mostly I think you should get the bundle now for sure, because it's such a good price and it's worth it. It was worth it at full price is what I am trying to say. But don't buy the bundle. Don't use the bundle number. Make sure you plug in the stamp set number, 162736. And I don't know what the die number is, but find the die separate. I'll have to go find my dies actually, because they're not in here. Boo. So some of you guys know that sometimes I have my stamps and dies together, and sometimes I don't. And in this case, I know it's because there's a huge big arch in this one. And it makes a great opening, which, again, I probably don't have enough cards to show y'all. I'm going to pop you down because I'm looking all over. Hi, Sheila. How you doing? All right, so we are on for the 12 days of Christmas. If I was a more organized person, that light, thank God, goodness I put this down. My eyeballs are like, whoa. So I have to laugh. I bought some yellow glasses. I was at Princess Auto buying presents for my husband for Christmas. One of them is just a gift card, only for $10, just to get them in the store. What a fun store. And they have an area called Surplus, which is like all these fun things, including crazy yellow lights, or yellow lens sunglasses, but not sun, like night vision glasses. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I didn't actually think that would blow so loud. Pardon me, that's rude. I was hoping to put you down so that you didn't have to see me blowing my nose, but I had to wipe it a couple times. I did not notice, actually. This one, I'm 96% sure, is on the last chance list. I didn't notice if it was on sale or not. And maybe it's not on the last chance. I can't imagine it being in for another year, but Maybe. What do I know? This was yesterday's inspiration. Over on Creativity for Everyone, I was talking to Ellie afterwards. Oh, I saw her that she watched my video from last night, earlier today, later, like after she was watching the replay. So she said, I'm watching the replay. And I was like, oh, I need to actually, that makes me think. On Creativity for Everyone, Keisha Cook helps me with some of my media stuff. Thank goodness, because she keeps me on track. But there is a really neat inspiration picture photo with colors. And you are like, please utilize it. There's a beautiful picture by Allie, a photograph of a mountain scene. And then Keisha has pulled the 4 colors out that you can use. And I was like, oh, I should go back and do that. But last night in central Alberta, we had a sunset like, woo, so pretty. And so obviously because this warm weather was coming today. So it was like +7 here. It was crazy. All right. So Garden Meadow, I'm going to turn it into Christmas. Good luck, hey? I'm looking. I'm thinking and looking. This is going to have to get some poinsettias. So there is also a new set coming out in the new catalogs. And I think that's partly why they're getting rid of this. So I would get this because you're going to see a lot of stuff in the new catalog with the other set. And you might be able to substitute. I feel like I want to put a wreath on this gate for sure. So let's get stamping. Let's get going. Let's get down to business to defeat the Hun. Okay. I need a piece of paper. I was cutting like a fiend. We had 70 kids today. And it was, my daughter asked me, was it too many kids? Because I said, I didn't get all the feels today. And my oldest was saying, was it city kids versus town kids? Because I've been stamping in my small town. So I'm Lori LaRose, and I live in Rocky Mountain House, Alberta, Canada. And I said, no, it was, okay, I'm just trying to figure out if I want to do it horizontally. So if you are brand new and just flipping through and wondering, what are you doing? I don't know. This is the fun. You get to be in my creative process. If you watch a few minutes and you're like, that's crazy, come back and watch the replay where you can fast forward it. And check out my Instagram page, because I sometimes, not all of them, but I am on live every night, but I do some of my lives into little reels. And like, obviously, I love it if I can do it like in 15 or 20 seconds. Impossible most of the time. So I will be really honest, they're about a minute, but it speeds all up. And so it's kind of good. All right. Note to me, when I'm looking at this, I'm dreaming up things, and it's 90% size. So I don't know if I'm sure most of you haven't noticed, but if you're ever looking at the front cover, pay heed that when you're looking for a word, you might think, oh, that's perfect. What's inside might be a little bit too big. And this thinking of you, I wonder if I would find that. It's, I didn't know that it was missing out of here forever, but it's not in here. And I'm thinking, I probably used that for one of my cards this fall with the classes. All right, so these guys could be like partridge in a pear tree. But I am going to put a little wreath on here. I'm totally seeing that. I'm going to put the galoshes red. That'll be good. And then I'm just wondering if I'm going to put this way or this way. And I already forget what I was telling the story about, so I don't actually remember what. I need to finish my story wherever I was talking. No idea what I was talking about, so that's okay. Most of the time I just ramble. I've said to some people, it's kind of hard to, hi Cheryl, it's kind of hard to carry on a one-sided conversation. And I'm pretty sure people laughed and then laughed some more because I just ramble along. Okay, so yeah, if you're watching, if you haven't stopped by before, we'd love to know where you're from. Most of my gals, we've got a couple of Ohio girls. We've got a Californian watches sometimes. All right, so I really think I want to do it this way. And then I think I might pull in some evergreens. Yesterday, well, as you know, I just showed you the card. Yesterday we worked with these peaceful evergreens, which are beautiful. They are on the last chance list. I feel like they might be on sale, you guys, actually. Not both pieces, though. Maybe just the dies. And honestly, just 10%. But 10% is better than a kick in the bum. All right. So I kind of was thinking I might like to do this, but this is, surprisingly, I honestly, if you asked me, I would say this is more like we're at 85%. This is very large to me. So I don't feel like I can work with that in this, but I am going to put the little quails in here. And then I am going to have these red galoshes, but I'm going to cut them out. So I went to the Costco today, and oh yeah, look at that big cut. Can you see it? I paper sliced on a piece of cardboard. Hi, Cheryl. How are you, hon? Cheryl is from local to me. She is from, do you say you're from Winthrop? Is that where you say you're from? She's out toward, halfway between my town and the big city that I was just in today. But yeah, I cut myself. It hurt. It hurt. As soon as I did it, I was shifting stuff and I reached in like that and I just went, and I was like, oh no, on a piece of cardboard. Like, okay, and sadly, on my very favorite truffles that Costco has, I said to the people when I was checking out, they're like, those are so good. They're my favorite. I'm like, me too. I said, I'm hoping I'm going to be a little bit generouser because they're my third box that I'm buying and I haven't opened my second box yet. Like my DSP, I have been tending to hoard my yummy chocolates. That I said that box is supposed to be for January, but maybe I'll actually share it because I feel like I can. Oops, I'm looking for my blends for this. I just saw one of my reels actually came back up from a little while ago with this set. And I did a whole card. I had a fun card with this with a whole bunch of colored boots. It was kind of fun. Anyways, okay. So I'm going to color. Oh, you know one really great buy. I don't think they're red. So I'm actually using Sorbet, which is last year's in colors. Generally speaking, I tend to try to use what's current. But in my world, sometimes I don't because I like to tease you guys and say, hey, when things are on sale, that's the best time to add to your collection because your collection doesn't just have to be current. It's your collection to last forever. So Sweet Sorbet is an older color, but it's fabulous red. So I'm going to color with it. And I did notice, and they were not on the clearance rack, the Starry Sky, they might not be on honestly anymore. When I go back on tonight, I wouldn't be surprised if they're off. Starry Sky and Orchid Opulence, I think it was called. That's an old color from 100 years ago. So I have been a demonstrator for 22 years. And so obviously there's been a few colors in my lifetime. The old color wasn't Orchid Oasis, maybe it was called. Opulence was a few, like 100 years ago. With the blends and these ones, I wasn't seeing enough little definition, so I'm just adding a little tiny bit extra in there. Blends are a great thing. Obviously, the ones on sale are not part of the club, but I have a lovely blends club. So if you have questions about buying blends, if you're like, I need to buy more, especially with, what do you call it starting? Celebration in January, ask me about my blends club because I gift you, and during celebration, you're on your own for the speed. So you could pace them like 2 or 3 weeks apart. A lot of my girls buy, again, when they just first get thinking, okay, I am going to buy some of these suckers. You buy 4 of them. And now I would actually suggest 5 during celebration because we need $75 to get a prize. And 75 is a really nice shipping point as well for the $10.95. And so you buy 4 technically, but go ahead and buy 5. And so you need to buy 16. So we'd figure it out anyways. I'll work with you. Anyways, on the first purchase, I give you a little gift. If you haven't had blends before, I will buy you the lift as my gift to you. If you have, then I'll probably send you a pack of some twine or something. I'll send you something pretty. And then on the 4th time that you purchase, you get to do a shopping spree for $25, I think it is. And so that's kind of fun. And you can pace yourself. So what a lot of the girls do is they buy their first set, and then a couple weeks later, just as soon as they get their next set, they're like, okay, and they buy their second set, and then they wait about 3 weeks and play with it for a little bit and see what kind of ones they need. So you get to choose which colors you want. I recommend the skin tones are fantastic for all our critters that we have different times, and for the gates that I'm about to color right now. And the reason I was talking about this to begin with is because sometimes when it seems really solid, the other nice thing you can kind of do is like a little, oh my gosh, not like that though. That's never happened before. It totally just leaked out of there. All right, that's not good. That's not good advertisement blend. I never have had that happen, honestly. Look, I never did it again. I don't know. It was like collected there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's totally not doing it again. Oh, there it did. Weird. That's bad. Anyways, it's a color left. I was just going to have a nice little line there. Let's see if I can fill some in. I don't know if I'll be able to. Let's see. I just wanted it to have a little, not a big blotch. Boo! That's sad. I haven't had it cut out. Meh. Anyways, that's a bad advertisement. So if I was a pre-colorer, I'd be able to be like this, very quietly be boop, boop. But I don't have another pair, so we'll just hide them a little bit. All right, the skin tones are awesome. They don't come in a light and a dark, so you're just kind of on your own for trying to do a little bit of blending with them. And coloring gives me lots of time to talk as well, doesn't it? But what I'm trying to say in the whole thing, the Starry Sky, that Orchid, and the Tahiti, whatever the Tahiti one was called, are all on for like $5.34. Like, what? Our blends are usually $15. So although they won't be part of your club at this point, they are just beautiful. The Starry Sky is like a navy kind of stand-in. Your Parakeet is like the lemon lime that we have. And coloring is just fun. So if you've never bought blends, grab them. And I dare you to buy them, because then you will be part of my club in the new year. You'll be like, yeah. So anyways, you set your own pace with the club. So when you're ready to be done with it, and there's no commitment. I give you the gift with the first purchase. That's okay. I'd like you to buy at least a second one, but whatever if you don't. And then when you complete the whole thing, that's when you get the final thing. If you choose not to complete it, no harm, no foul to me. Obviously, because the prize is at the end. Keep your eyes on the prize, as they would say. So there is a new perpetual calendar as well. I'm just going to babble as a color here. That you should take a look at. Quite nice. You turn the page for this calendar, or you can take a peek, the last week to see if people like me have their birthday at the start of the month. But basically you turn the page, and each month, just all of the, your names are listed. You don't have to re-put them on each time. Isn't that pretty? You don't need to put them on every time. You just keep flipping, because there's no weekdays. There's just the date and the month. And that way then you know whose birthdays are coming up all the time. And you can be on top of your card sending if you'd like. As soon as the Canada Post gets back to work. Poor people. They're like, we don't want to be on strike anymore. No, let's make a deal. We don't want you to be on strike. All right. Oh, did you see what I did there? It's not too bad, but one of these things is not like the other. See what I did? Do you see? Can you see what I did? I might be able to fake it, but I don't think so. I colored in between where they're supposed to be like sky. I'm going to pretend that's like at my place where we need to patch it because it's a big mess. So I have buffalo. And when you're rounding up buffalo, it's always a good idea. If this was our buffalo pen, we would have black things behind there anyways, because if they can see a place where they can go, they will think they can go through that. Oh, okay, there's not even thinking. They can go through it. And so it's always a good idea to not give them any ideas. Stop them and stop it in the buds. I want to have some snowdrifts in here, so I'm just going to tear. Look at that. It's random tearing like crazy. And then I'm going to have, how far along do I need to have this? About here, I guess. And then I'm going to, that's not going to be enough. That's lousy. I might be able to tuck this in here a little tiny bit. That'll work, kind of. Okay. And then I need one more long one here. All right, hang on. I'm gonna go cut this a little tiny bit, and then I'll be right back. Hello, Cheryl. There's a whole bunch of Cheryls joining you today, Cheryl. This latest Cheryl, I'm not sure where you're from. We have one Cheryl from Eckville. If you'd like to say where you are from, other Cheryl. If you're not from Eckville and would like to chime in where you're from, that'd be awesome. That's going to be too skinny. All right. Oy. Okay. Well, this is still. All right, cut off more again. Okay, hang on. Sorry. And one of my girlfriends said, make them hit the like button. I'm not positive if one like or like, I feel like if you hit like right now, it just gets little likes going up the screen. And I don't know if that counts for the same thing as at the end. If you happen to see my post with this on, all right, I'm going to have to put this down. All right, I'm tired of cutting that, so I'm going to glue it down. I'm going to wait to glue it down, though, because yesterday I glued prematurely, and I got in trouble. That'll be nice there. And then I want one more strip right here. And so when you tear, if you tear one way or the other, look, I feel like that thing has exploded all over the place. When you tear, depending on which side you think you're wanting, this side is the rough side. So this is my side that I'm going to be using. And then the other thing you can do quite nicely, oh, that's going to look great. Fabulous. If you take your Wink Stellar, as I call it, and you can add a little tiny bit of glistening to the edges. And I don't know if you can see that or not. I better pick it up. My cuckoo just chimed. It's 8. Well, my cuckoo's chiming a little bit prematurely as well, so that's good. Gives me a heads up. Can you guys see that little tiny bit of... Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it. I'll pick it up. No, you can't probably see it. Hi, Vicky. Vicky's the one that told me to tell you guys, say hi and your friends will see you. Okay, so I'll glue all that down and then I'll trim it around. I'm going to take a piece of copy paper. I'm going to love this. So you're going to learn how to mask now. Boo. Boo to masking. Not really. I love masking. I just wish I was prepped for it. And like I said, I never prepped, so it's not like that's even actually a real thing. Let's hope I don't need this. All right. The thinner the paper, the better the mask, actually. And so, and in your stamp sets, if you're more organized than me, once you have a mask, you would be able to maybe use it again as well. So we stamp it. Am I on screen? I think so. Stamp it. Nice. And then you got to cut around it. And why I'm booing this one, honestly, and you're going to cut right on the line. And so it's just a lot of work. And I am going to cut this down here and here as well. Because if there's a tree behind here, I want to be able to see it through. And then I also want it in between all of these things. That's why I booed this one, this idea of mine. I'm like, boo me. What were you thinking, Lori? That's what I was thinking. So I think I can't worry too much about that one piece. I'm going to save these and we'll see how it goes. I might need to get a little worried about it. This is so fiddly. Now, you might say, couldn't you use the die? No, there's too much fatness on the die. So although that would be a lovely idea, it doesn't work. Uh-oh. Now I lost that piece too. Oh, boo. I'm not doing a very good job of this because I'm trying to be fast. Right, and I'll come over here. I have to cut down here and come back at it so I leave that intact. All right, I'm not going to do the other side, so I will finish some things. So my world is a lot of make-believe. When I was young, I learned how to play make-believe very well. Okay, I'm going to cut along here as well. I used to think that when I went skating, I was Dorothy Hamill, and so I would just stand in the middle of our pond. I grew up on the farm that I actually live back on again 20 years later. I used to stand in the middle of the pond and pretend that I was Dorothy Hamill, and I just tilt my head back, and in my mind's eye, I was spinning. Oh, like, do you remember the, gee, your hair smells terrific, Dorothy Hamill commercials? That was me, yes. My hair would spin around even though I had the wrong color hair and I had it too long and had nothing like Dorothy Hamill hair. I pretended like crazy. Okay, so this is a very finicky mask. This is a fussy. This is fussy. I would not recommend this. All right, but I'm going to put this in here. And since I went to all that work, I'm going to stamp a tree and you'll see. And you will see. I'm going to get rid of this. What the heck? Who are you fooling, Lori? So again, right on the line. With this thin paper, it's going to work really nice. At least that part's going to be good. So I'm going to have a little bit of problems, but not too much. And pull it over here. Okay. Get a tree. What did I do with my trees? I don't think, these guys might be actually. So last night you saw my one hack where I stamped and you could see over top what it was like. This one might not be big enough, so let's see. Got old olive here. Ooh, old olive with no ink in it, evidently. All right, now it's getting serious. So I was cutting like a fiend yesterday, all the paper. Oh, geez Louise. All right, so using just a little piece of like your die packaging or something, I'm just going to stamp this guy. I'm just curious what he's going to look like. Oh yeah, I think that'll be nice actually. Okay, so I'm going to pretend like he's there. It might look a little bit weird through the hole, so we'll see how that goes. But anyways, okay, so covering it up with a mask. You guys will see if you've never masked before. The ABCs of stamping with me, we're only on I on Thursday. But soon we'll be at M, and I bet you it's masking. That'd be my bet. When you see the, what do you think it'll be, you could have a cautionary. I don't know for sure, but I would assume that it's going to be masking. Keisha's like, shh, don't tell them. It's so far away they won't remember. That's what I'm thinking right now. All right, you got to move that out of the way because I can't see what I'm doing. So that's all covered up, and I'm just going to stamp right here. And I'm hoping that through the gates, I won't be able to see the start and stop of this, and it won't look weird. When I lift it up, the whole thing's going to lift is my suspicion. Yeah. Nice, hey? Nice. All right, that looks good. And so, yeah, it's just those trees in the far distance. So I think I might be able to do this. I might be able to cheat and go this way. See? Yeah, I am not just another pretty face, I tell you. I'm going to stamp this side as well. Okay. And I am going to stamp here. Ooh. Oh, nice. Nice. That looks so awesome. And I'm going to stamp right. I think I want to have, I'm not sure if these trees are going to look right together actually. So again, with the crazy world, Mossy Meadow. So I was going to work with Mossy Meadow. I actually pulled out the old moose. Who remembers the moose from 100 years ago? It feels like, but it's a black case, so it's not that old. Love this set. So I pulled him out. The kids loved it. And he came with a punch, so that's fun. And we were busy stamping like crazy. But I ended up using old olive. I started with a moss one, and it was like, no, that's not very good. All right. I wonder the style of this tree. So it could almost be like pines and stuff. I don't know. I can't see for the light. What do you guys think? You couldn't be Dorothy because I was. You guys must be talking to each other. Oh, are you guys talking about Golden Girls? Actually, that looks kind of good. All right. So I'm going to put this guy in here. And I think I can mask him because I don't think he's going to be there. I think I can do it this way is what I'm saying because I want this side blocked really good. And then I am gonna stamp him in the darker color because he's a different tree and he's gonna be at the ground. And it's going to be great. Great, I say. Wait. I don't know how y'all stamp without getting duffs. I need to clean my edges all the time, which is why if you see in my stamps, I usually almost always cut them because even being careful, I still get crazy. Okay, so I want him to be right here. Oh, Dorothy Hamill. Sorry, hon. Thank you for clarifying. See, I forgot my story already. All right. We're slow, but that's okay. That's so cool. All right. I am kind of in my mind going, okay, where's a wreath? I need a wreath. I need a wreath. Which one has a wreath? What's that? So we could fake it a little tiny bit if you only have one set. And then she laughed. But if you really needed to, we could figure out something with this set for that. In our world, though, let's face it, we must have wreaths. There is, actually, this one is on there as well, I think. There is a welcome visitor or something like that. Where is that set? Again, another online one that I bought 100 years ago. And I think we got to buy it a couple months early. And then I don't think anybody used it. And where did I put it? I think I thought it was gone. Oh, rats. You know, the door, the opening door. Where's my door? Hold on. Do you guys know where a wreath is? Oh, this one might have a wreath. No. I need a small one for my gates to make this Christmas, right? Oh, boo. That one with a door would be perfect. Where is that stamp set? Welcome Friend, I think it's called. So where? Okay, in the trucking along, is there one? No, there's presents. Okay, I'll come over and look in one second. Here it is. Welcome, warm welcome. Oh, there's no wreath on here. Oh, rats. Anyways, this one's also on sale. FYI. So, yeah, this one, and also really fun. So these guys, that fits in the door instead of the presents being there. And this is so cute. So this one didn't get used a lot, and it was one of the million dollar girls actually did it. Oh, I totally thought it might have a wreath. Have a wreath if it was my set. All right, which one has a wreath? I know we have one that has a wreath. Oh, boo. I need a wreath. Ah. FYI, this stamp set would look great with a wreath as well. So when we find a wreath for here, it will double. So pull your heads together. Come on, you guys. Help me. Help me. Help me. Sir, he said. My other girlfriend said, when you put the people on the spot, they don't like it, Lori. I'm like, they love it. They love helping me figure things out. Oh my gosh. How do we not have wreaths? I am totally stuck. Ooh. Can you hear me flipping? Sorry, I'm just going to leave. I'm just going to leave. You're like, I think she just left. She did. She just left. She was done. I'm going to have to work really hard with this decorative trees. This one also is weird because it's on sale and it's also not available. Go figure that. Okay, we are going to make this work. Making it work takes a little longer. Somebody's saying something about what I'm about to do. Take the greenery from the wedding set and stamp them. Yeah, but they're going to be so tiny. They're going to be too big. I thought that. But I will try. I'm going to try this one first and see because it's tinier. Let's see if it works. Because I need it just to be little. And those ones are so big. But I think you're saying just put a lot of green and then just cut it into a wreath, right? And that might be the next thing. Okay, so I'm stamping. And I'm just going to stamp it and stamp it and stamp it in the other color after. And hopefully that'll be about the right size. So that's okay. And then it can come back the other way, even right here. Ooh, maybe not. No, I got to keep going the same way, I think. And then I have to say, one of the reasons I went to Costco today was I wanted to actually buy a wreath, for goodness sakes. And sorry, I was going this way. I better keep going this way. And they didn't have any, and I was sad. Oh, this is pretty. I definitely need to re-ink my olive, for goodness sakes. This is going to be so attractive. I can't believe we don't have a wreath. If I get an update in my brain after oh, that one's too much, I will let you know. And then I feel like I need to do one more color maybe. This is pretty, and I want to put a little tiny bit of red, but I'll put a red bow on there. That's kind of nice, hey? Ooh, I got lucky. All right. So from this one, I would have some red. Oh, that's not the right one. Where'd this guy go? This guy has some stars. This had some red in it, right? But let's see. Oh, I have a bow. I have a tie. All right. I need some red dots. Red dots. Red dots. Where are you? Those are sprinkles for more than. This is slowing down my game. Can I just tell you? Oh. This sort of has a little tiny bit. That's almost a wreath there. I add a little bit of that. Oh, this is going to be hard though. It's not clear. So I am a red rubber girl. I love red rubber. But in this particular instance, I think it would be helpful if it was clear. Sorry, guys. All right. Sometimes I wish that I was prepared. I'm going to use these little guys, see how they go. See what they... Oh, look at these pretty things. That's such a pretty set. All right. Let's pull these guys out. They might be a little bit big. I might also... You know what's probably better? Those are going to be too big. Too big. Let's just do this. Let's take our... sorbet, and we're just going to put 3 dots here and here and there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what I thought. There. Perfect. All right. Now we're going to take a circle punch, cut this out. Hopefully it's 1 inch. Because if not, my 1 1/4 is in my kit. Oh, you know what? That might be okay. But it might be better with a slightly bigger one. What did I do with that? Hold on. I'm using it. Yay! All right. All right, we're going to wrap this up, you guys. Christmas to do. Lori Shop the Town from last year has a small wreath. Okay. Shop the Town. Do I have that one? I should have it. I earned the cruise last year, or the trip. I always call it the cruise because the first time I did it. So 22 years, never did earn it. And, oh, rats. So when you have my situation, so you can be a cheater like that, or I'll probably fussy cut around that a little tiny bit, but I think I will cut. If you put a little tiny bit of glue on something, ooh, if you have a sticky note, that works better. But I don't have a sticky note. So I just am going to stick that on here. You're like, what are you doing? This is a little hack. So now I can come into my thing. Oh, that is definitely not going to work. Okay. See if I have a smaller one than that. I don't think. Oh, I do. Oh, yay. So these are all old whale tails. Again, it is a promotion to go and shop the last chance sale. That is still, I kind of like those pieces. So that's not going to work for me. So I am going to, this is a big hack. I'm going to just cut in here. Because when you put it down, nobody's going to know that it's in there. And I'm just going to fussy cut this. Little jiggy jaggy. Because I want all those little pieces in there. That's what makes the wreath, hey? And then I am just going to fussy cut roughly around here. I will say that I kind of like having the little circle. Even though I probably am going to come all the way around. If I miss a corner or something, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But that worked out nice. That is a heck of a beaut. All right. Susan, you're here. I'm going to glue. Did you hear the news last night? So you thought, I'm going. Lori's gluing nowadays. What? I did. All right. Probably should do a little bit of sky there. I don't know if the boots are going to work in here. I was pretending they would work, but they got left out there somehow or another. That's kind of weird. I like this actually low here. So I think I'm actually going to put this down here because I like that gate there. And I'm going to put this guy here. Oh, hello. McFly, you wrecked it. That's okay. I want this like this. Because nobody will know except me. This is why I don't glue, Susan. Look at me making a mess. Okay. Glue this guy here. Okay. And this guy along here nicely. Hopefully. I'm going to glue him. Usually I don't glue at the top of them. I like to glue on the bottom, but I know that I'm totally got a weird overlap here. So, put that there. Ooh, come back over here, you little sucker. Let's see. Hopefully all of that gets cleaned up. I'm just going to go over to make a really neat little cut. Oh, that might not work. I thought I had more. I can't believe, I really thought I had way more. That's not going to work. Well, I'll trim it so that it does. Okay, hang on. I'll be right back. It'll make a big crunching noise because. I cut into way too many pieces. Oh, nice work, Lori. Hoorah. All right, and then I think I have a whole bunch of pieces over here to pretend. I need to make some little clouds. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, he's a little bit big, but that's okay. All right, so in another world, I would work this little guy. Shop the town. I gotta go find that one. And I would make this circular, obviously. Oh, that's why it's a good idea to have it a circle so that you know. There, nice. Look how cute this is. Oh my gosh, I love it. So this is too big, but let's pretend it's not, okay? And if I put it over here, then there's no problem that I made that mistake. No boo-boos here. All right, so, okay, this is where you're Dorothy Hamelling and pretend that this is the right size. Okay, because obviously he's not. He's so lopsided too. Okay, pretend that's perfect, okay? Okay, thanks. All right, now we can put a little red bow, or we can put and I would probably make a second one because I think actually people do that. They put one on each side. I really do think though we need just a little tiny bit of sky here. So let's do a little tiny bit of sky. This, and we're gonna do balmy blue. Actually, I'm gonna do misty moonlight. Wouldn't that be pretty? Oh. I had so much ink on my fingers today. I was in charge of the inking, and boy, oh boy, I did bad. Okay, I'm going to just bring in some misty moonlight here generally, and then we're gonna have some low clouds here. So starting off your paper, coming on. And I don't want to put too much blue around there. Oh, this is gonna look so awesome. So with the trees, I'm gonna come up from the bottom, just add a little bit of cloud there, and hopefully not too much in the thing. Oh, nice, and then one more here. So nice. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do right there, because that's weird. So I need to have a tree stamp there. Hang on one second. I think it'd be too symmetrical if I do the same one. Where's my trees? Ah, lost my stamp. Okay, on Friday nights, join us Friday nights, because when I lose things, you get to have a little cocktail, and that's always fun. I'm just gonna stamp this little guy just like that. So I want this totally covered in this case, because I just want this guy. So this one I'm just gonna totally, I want this totally covered. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I don't want any of that. I just want some of this guy. I want just that piece right there, and it's the wrong side. It's gonna look weird. You know what? I think I can do it upside down for what I want. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I'm just gonna stamp it once here to see. I think it'll work on the edge. Yeah. Okay. So I don't need a mask. I just need good faith. Oh, I do need a mask down here. You guys are like, what are you doing? I don't know. Told you I shouldn't have glued this down yet. Always the problem. Okay. Then I just need a little bit of green, see? Looks like there's a tree there. Doesn't look upside down to me. Does it look upside down to you? It's a different kind of tree. It's good, I think. All right, I can also trim it down. And we're going to stick this onto a piece of stuff. And then I need a Merry Christmas. And it'll be delightful. Again, thinking of you at Christmas. Look at how nice that kind of look, hey? I do need a big red bow. Are y'all still here? Hi, Alexina. How are you doing? Alexina. This is too big of a bow. This might actually, because it's a country Christmas. Oh, it's way too big. Okay. I'm trimming the tree. I feel like that's an old one too. There are, oh, I know, this guy has a bow. Oh, he's too big, hey? Rats. So this also could make a wreath in a different world. This, not for this one, it's too big. And then that, of course, would make a beautiful, I have made this guy into a wreath. And then you have that bow, but he's too big. So I need to have just a baby bow, which I feel like, so trimming the tree has a little bow. We need the itty bittiest little tiny bow. And I'm going to fake it with a little tiny bit of red. What's this? We're going to put it on a piece of red, because that'll make everything Christmassy as soon as you put red on it, and ruin it for you, hey Keisha? Okay, so that's a pretend thinking of you. Again, we could put the Merry Christmas there. Merry Christmas. I think that'll be nice. Again. So I am not positive about this one. So I'm going to actually stamp it on a piece of white paper and just put it on there for right now. Because I'm not positive if that's what I want this time. But I'll stamp it so that we get done. Because we are taking like 100 years. Or I might be right on time. One of the two. I'm going to stamp it in Old Olive actually. And hopefully this is dark enough. Oh my goodness. My stamp is not sticking to the thing. Nice. Oh, I love it. I love stamping. I love when the kids are like, oh, look how crisp that is, the one little guy was. And I'm like, yeah, it's pretty awesome, hey? It's like, that's phenomenal. I'm like, I love it. Okay, so I'll have Merry Christmas down here. Pretend that's straight. Okay, I can't even pretend. That's too crookey-eyed to pretend. Okay. Still not straight, but just pretend. Oh, and my fingers were either dirty and. This is not good. This is good. And we definitely need a little bow. Ho, ho, ho! Love it. So I will stamp that straight onto there. I actually think I probably like it. Okay, and a bow. Come, little bow, come with me. Tired we will be. Happy, 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 happy. Oh, I know what we can use. Twine would be fantastic. Hang on, where's some red twine? Yay! So see again, there's twine. Grab it if it's on sale because it's always handy. In a pinch, this will be fantastic. That one's a little bit pinky, but you could have the red and white one, or all. Oh, look at that's my favorite. Those guys aren't on sale yet because they're still in the main catalog. They're beautiful. Oh, there's time. There's a little bow already made. It's like fate. So cute. Do 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 do. Oh, I love it. All right, there is my card, you guys. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Okay, in real truth, I have to tell you, I will probably trim this up a little tiny bit, or I'll do something. It's so top heavy, do you know what I mean? So I'll probably, probably bring in something at the top. So I'll trim it up probably to make it be just a little bit better. But what a cute idea, hey? Oh, thanks for your love, you guys. I love it. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Hopefully the light's okay. He's really cute. Let me zoom it in a little tiny bit more. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so there you go, guys. Happy Christmas. Pull out your old stamps. This is definitely a stamp that is not made for Christmas. And we totally made it into a snowy scene. And it is on sale. I think altogether, the two pieces between the dies and the stamp set, the two pieces are $33 or something crazy. So let me know if you're thinking, hey, you're right, I need that. Can you help me? I sure can. I do have a hostess code, and I have loyalty rewards for this next couple months at least. We'll figure out what we're doing after that, but super fun. And I'd love to help you decide what is best for your world and to add to your stash. Okie dokie. All right. Thank you. Hi, Eva. You'll have to go back and watch the replay of how did she arrive at such a beautiful thing and what is she using? Garden Meadow, believe it or not, for that Christmas scene. Love it. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. I love making cards each night. It's so fun. And there it is. All right. Tomorrow night, Wednesday, is our club. We are into, the start of December. New month, you guys. Woo, woo. So, yeah, if anybody else would like to join in, we do a shop your stash. $50 Canadian gets you in. It's your own stash, so you can be from anywhere actually in the world, essentially. But we meet at 7 o'clock for a Zoom. And if you can't actually make it, it is recorded for several months. And mostly I teach a fun folds or such. And then we all work with our stash and we see and draw inspiration of how everybody uses different DSPs. We use old stuff. We use new stuff. It's super fun. All right. Thanks, Susan. I'm kind of impressed personally. All right, I will talk with you guys later. See you Thursday morning for the ABCs if it's here on my live, and otherwise for my gangs. Or if you're interested in joining the gang, let me know and we'll get you in on the Zoom tomorrow night. Yay! Okay, take care, you guys. Enjoy this Christmas season. Bye-bye.